So which neighborhoods have the lowest inventory and therefore will sell the fastest? Hi, this is Dennis Isip, and it's time for our weekly real estate market update. So the Realtor's database is actually divided into neighborhoods, and in Spokane County there are over 100 of these. Technically they're called grids. So for this week I'm just going to walk you through 10 of these grids. So we're going to start with grid number 42. I call this Manito Park. As you can see, it is bounded on the north by 17th Avenue, and then Grand Boulevard on the east, 29th Avenue in the south, and High Drive on the west side. So that is grid number 42. Next we move on to grid 45. You can see it's bounded by 17th, Grand, 29th, and on the east side is Southeast Boulevard. I call this the Rockwood area. Next we've got 57, which is generally the plateau of the 5 Mile Prairie. And then we head over to grid number 75, which I call Painted Hills. And it's kind of a triangularly shaped. 32nd on the north, Pines on the east side, and then there's the diagonal Dishman mica that goes the northwest to the southeast. Next grid area is 84, which I call Central Valley, and that would also include the Morningside community. 87, grid 87 is Liberty Lake. Anything that is south of the freeway is grid 87. And next we've got grid 90, which is generally the South Hill area. It's kind of difficult to describe it, but you just take a look at this map and you will see the boundaries, the general boundaries of this area. It's actually quite large. And then we've got Eagle Ridge, which is grid 102. And then grid 115 is the Wandermere area. And finally, for this week, we've got grid number 132. In general, I would call this Glenrose. It is east of Thor and south of 29th. Okay, so now you've got a general idea of the grids or neighborhoods that we will cover this week. Let's now turn on to my spreadsheet and take a look at the specific numbers for each and every one of them. So we'll start here with Painted Hills. Like I said, that is grid number 75. The available homes currently as of October 19th, 16 homes that are available. And for the past 30 days, there were 10 homes that were sold. So to calculate the inventory, we've got 16 divided by 10. We've got 1.6 months worth of inventory. So now, given this table, you could see that the fastest or the lowest inventory is in Manito Park, where you've only got 5 homes available and 12 were sold within the past 30 days, giving us 0.4 months worth of inventory. So that's about less than 2 weeks. While on the other hand, the neighborhood with the highest inventory ratio is Glenrose with 21 that's available. It's a little bit slow going, at least compared to the other grids at 6 months or 6 houses that were sold in the past 30 days, giving us 3.5 months worth of inventory. So that's a little bit closer to normal. But on the overall, if you look at the total number of available, 244 versus what was sold, 151, our average for these 10 grid neighborhoods is 1.6 months of inventory. So that's our market update for this week. If you have any questions, particularly in your specific neighborhood, which we may not have covered today, just feel free to give me a call or text me, and I will do this analysis for your neighborhood. All right, I'll see you next week.